I've done 2 videos back to back. Yes, that was day after day about Mitt Romney and Ron Paul and their collusion. I asked Mitt Romney yesterday, I posed the question, if they are working together, does that mean that Mitt Romney is a 9/11 truther? I got a lot of feedback on it that people didn't like it because they said I was making accusations that just weren't true about Ron Paul. All right. Even though I posted the video to give the reference to what I was talking about. But that's all right. Today, I posed the same exact question to Ann Coulter. And I'm getting the same kind of feedback. Why are you posting things about Ron Paul that aren't true? Okay, fine. Before I get into my blog, Ron Paul Santorum is Desperate, an article I just came across, I want you to listen to Ron Paul being asked some questions by a lady.
One, yeah. Okay. If we're going to audit the Fed, don't we also have to audit the IMF, given they're connected?
Well, they're not under the Fed, but what you'll do is expose connections. We have a document that shows that the Federal Reserve went to the IMF, the IMF paid interest to a private bank that made a loan and they were going broke. So it's very much involved. By auditing, you would dig up a lot of the shenanigans, because that's one thing you don't want us to know is all their arrangements with foreign governments, foreign banks, and international banking organizations. We wouldn't audit everything the IMF does, but every time the IMF had a dealings with the Federal Reserve, we would have that.
Okay, and why don't you come out about the truth about 9/11?
Because I can't handle the controversy. I have the IIF, the Federal Reserve to deal with, and the IRS to deal with, because I just have too many things on my plate, because I just have too much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Sure.
Ron Paul has too much on his plate. Yeah, Ron Paul happens to be eating at Mitt Romney's. And yeah, he's looking to get that full meal deal. Yeah, he wants to be supersized. And he obviously is looking for either a vice presidential nod for him or for his son. These aren't accusations, these are speculations. So, those people who have said that these things aren't true about Ron Paul just heard these words out of Ron Paul's mouth. I didn't make them up. They're his words. He said them. So I have a legitimate reason to ask the rest of these establishment Republicans, knowing that Ron Paul is in this election for one reason and one reason only, and that is to get Mitt Romney the Republican nomination, then I have a legitimate right to ask these people, that they also buy into the fact that George Bush was capable of a terrorist act like 9/11. It's not a subject I prefer to talk about, but when you're sleeping with different people, or should I just say, when you have a collaboration of strange bedfellows, this is a strange situation that's going on here. And these are some strange bedfellows. First of all, you have Mitt Romney and Ron Paul. Then you have the people like Ann Coulter, John McCain, Olympia Snowe, Chris Christie, Susan Collins. And the list could go on and on of the various different, and I'll just say the word denominations within the Republican Party, working together in collusion to get Mitt Romney the Republican nomination. We have a right to ask any one of these freaking people exactly where they stand when it comes to certain issues that are in the American forefront. And as far as I'm concerned, 9/11 has never left the forefront of the right side of Kennebunk. It is a day I will remember every freaking minute, every freaking second of that day. It is a part of me that even if I wanted to rip it out, I can't. It goes through every fiber of my being. And I'll be damned if I'm going to allow what is going on in this election just to pass by and not ask the questions. With that being said, I come across this article. This is on CBSNews.com. Ron Paul, Santorum is desperate. Yeah, right, he is. Mount Pleasant, Michigan. Ron Paul on Saturday laughed off remarks made by fellow GOP presidential candidate Rick Santorum earlier in the day, speculating that Paul and Mitt Romney have a backroom running mate deal going. I don't know what all that meant. Paul chuckled backstage of a rally he held here at Central Michigan University. No, we've never had a conversation, anything like that. But he's a family man, and I've known him for 5 years. So it is a little different. But I don't agree with parentheses, him on hardly anything, probably. Yeah. That's a great comeback for a man that you don't believe in anything of his policies. A man who does believe, we're told, Ron Paul believes in a limited government. Limited government. But he has never once trashed Romney during a debate about Romney Care and the people that helped him institute that law into the Massachusetts books, working in collaboration with the Obama administration to pass Obamacare. Now, we're not supposed to talk about these things, are we, Ronnie? No. Another thing I actually get a kick out. Ron Paul and his racist newsletters. Have you ever heard Mitt Romney come out and denounce those racist newsletters? Not freaking once. Have you ever heard Mitt Romney bring up anything about this whack jobs record? Oh, have you heard any words come out about some of the things that Ron Paul has had to say? No. Why? Because they're working together. And to say that they're not, you're delusional. I'm not. Because I can see it. And so can't a lot of other people. The only people that can't see it are the people that don't have their head buried in the ground. They actually have it buried so far up their ass, they can't tell night from day anymore. Yeah, well, here at the right side of Kennebunk can smell the shit that is going on. Yeah, we can smell it. And we're bringing attention to it every freaking opportunity we get. Yes, there is an election, and it is an important election. And we are having our country fundamentally transformed before our eyes. But isn't it funny how we've watched the Republican Party be fundamentally transformed before our very eyes? Yeah, it's not only our country that's being fundamentally transformed, it's our Republican Party as well. And here at the right side of Kennebunk, like we said, we'll take every opportunity to point that out, especially when you think about the strange bedfellows that are now going on in the Republican Party. Holy shit. I mean, good golly, Miss Molly, wake up and smell the freaking coffee. I'm Tim Donovan, and I'm on the right. I'm wide awake. I smelt the coffee on the right side of Kennebunk. Yeah, right, you're not in collusion with Mitt Romney, you lying bastard. Chuckle all you want.